What is up, my dudes? I need to work on that intro, and holy hell are my braids frizzy today. What's up, my dudes? Welcome back. We haven't had like a general fluxing around in a minute. We haven't. Guys, I've been so out of sorts. And I don't know if you can tell from my braids, but it's been an. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's terrible. Don't look at my braids today. Oh my god. It's because I didn't rebraid them. I'm dealing with a toothache issue, and holy cow, when you have a toothache, uh, it it destroys your life. Now, toilet texture makes kind of a not a good time reference. But it was essentially after Vegas that I kind of stopped, and unfortunately, that was because my dog passed. Um, when Willow passed in June, guys, I have not come back from that. I've not recovered from that. It's still very difficult for me. Um, yeah, I still can't talk about it much. But it's been pretty much since I lost Willow. I've been out of it, guys. If we're getting real, I guess we're getting real. This might be a new thing that I do where home from the grind. Because when I get home from work, I have to, for me personally, to like unwind from my day, I just sit in front of my computer for like an hour. Sometimes I scroll, sometimes I watch stuff, but it's just kind of a time for me to just kind of like reason. Apple Silver. Are you? No, I'm actually not. And if I'm being super honest with you guys, I'm really not doing great. Um, After I lost Willow. Um, yeah. You know, I try to, I don't know if it's how I was like brought up. You know, a lot of how I was the Vegas was supposed to be lighthearted. I'm sorry. I want to be real with you guys, and I know that I've been gone. You know, I haven't maintained a schedule. I haven't even like the most I don't want to say basic stream I do, but the number one stream that I do is the Minecraft mornings. And those were always consistent, and as they never I haven't come back from it. As I said, I'm warm. I'm going to take off my hoodie. Hang on one second. I'm going to turn off the camera because I don't need to, take off my clothes in front of you guys. That's not going to be a thing that happens. Unfortunately, this is not OnlyFans, and I don't do this for money. Which, is kind of stupid on my part, because those chicks make bank. Those chicks make banging money. And all they do, I know, now I look so much worse. I'm wearing my California shirt, so like don't judge me, it's my home state. Stingy with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Stingy. Hi, Megan's Fox's daughter. Be well. Thank you. Yes, Megan is my internet mom, and it's funny. I love it. Flux Fox. I can get down with that. So here's the thing. I actually do have an OnlyFans. Except it's all my Minecraft content. I want to say it was maybe around April. The CFO of OnlyFans was complaining about the fact that it's not just a adult website. It's a website for all creators to display everything. So, yeah, so I actually ended up making an OnlyFans, and there is one out there for House of Flux. It's just all the Minecraft content. Maybe even Legos. Yeah. But no, I wanted to kind of explain to you guys, because I was, there were multiple, I had my flexing around. I had a lot of stuff that I would do. Um, and then summer and Willow. And so it's been hard for me. And it's hard for me to come home from work to an empty house now. Um, where before I would have my dog, I have my cats. I love having my cats. They're awesome. But when you come home from work and it's like your dog's there, like waiting for you, so happy that you're home, and then you get all the cuddles when you get home, and yeah, it's been an adjustment. um she passed away June 21st. Yeah. I grew up very you don't let people see you cry because you don't want to ruin other people's times. I grew up very much, if you're crying, you go cry in your pillow so you don't bring everybody else down. Um, so especially when it comes to you guys, I love making people laugh. That's You guys know that's like the main bits of my channel. I just want to make you guys laugh and have a good time. And when that's not how I'm feeling ever anymore, it's difficult. And I know it's just for a time, and it's just, everything will pass, you know. Everything will pass. The pain will pass, the hurt will pass. And guys, it was not peaceful. It was not a peaceful outing. She did not go quietly into that sweet night. And it was very traumatic. It was very traumatic. And we couldn't save her. For those of you who don't know, we were going in for shots, and she ended up having a seizure. And it was a really bad seizure, and she couldn't make it out of it. And so they told us, you can take her home. But if you take her home, she likely won't last the night. And guys, this has taken me months to be able to just get it out. But she was home with us. She was home with us, in her home with people who loved her, with her family. And we did what we could to make her comfortable in her last few hours. And then when she started to seize again, we tried to get back to the hospital, but she was gone by the time we made it out the front door. Hero, thank you. See, this is what everybody tells me. Everybody says, oh, you're allowed to. But for me, I grew up very much, you're not allowed, we don't have emotions. I grew up very much, you suppress your emotions. You're nothing but fine and perfect to everybody. And so breaking that, because that was my entire, child/young adult life, was, I came from the perfect all-American family. We had no issues. We were a perfect family. That's how I grew up. And all of us went into public service, except for the youngest, because of course the baby's a slacker. But yeah, I grew up very much, you keep your emotions to yourself. So something that I've been learning is sharing my emotions. And being okay with the sad parts and sharing the sad parts, because sad people know sad parts happen. The sad parts happen, and it's what makes people real. It's what gives you more dimension than just being happy and perfect all the time, because I don't want to be happy and perfect all the time. That's hard. Thank you so much, Apple Silver. Love you too. Yeah, exactly. Your feelings stay inside. That's how I grew up. And there's a time and a place for everything, including grieving. Yes, and that's what I'm learning. Because, guys, I didn't even grieve growing up. Like, growing up, I was blessed that I didn't lose my grandparents until I was in my, I think I lost my grandfather when I was 17, and then my grandma when I was like 19, and then, I mean, all of my experienced loss, the first time I experienced loss was in the service. And they're like, no, you can't cry. There's no crying at funerals. And so you're like, okay, sorry. And so you have a buddy that passes away, and then you have to stand there all solemn, but don't cry because, oh my God. So my whole life has been a lot of like, don't cry. So now that I'm adult, and I'm trying to do the healthy things for not only my physical body, but my mental state, I'm realizing, yeah, you have to grieve and you have to be sad. And, oh, Apple Silver, yeah. Oh, that's without doubt. That's without doubt and question. I've been diagnosed with the PTSDs. But yeah, adulting sucks. It's painful. They take all your money. Oh, speaking of one of my cats, he's here to cuddle. Being an adult sucks. They take all your money. Everything hurts all the time. And you're still expected to just keep going every day. And it's brutal, but you know what? It's what makes life life. It's what gives us our personalities. It's what gives us our definition. It's like, you know, a sculptor chiseling away at rock to make a beautiful sculpture. Every chisel, I mean, you're breaking something off. It goes through a lot of hard work before it becomes something beautiful. And that's us. We go through a lot of life breaking us off piece by piece, or just sculpting us into who we are today. And I mean, there are some stuff I'd like to change about myself, but who doesn't have things they don't want to change about themselves? Who doesn't, you know, have work that they need to constantly do on themselves? And one thing that, especially, you know, being out of the service, looking now to try and take care of our mental health a little bit more, like, I'm trying to learn. And one of the things that I knew would be helpful is just kind of being more real with you guys. And not that I have not been real, it's showing you guys the parts of me that I'm either ashamed of or I don't like to share. Like I said, I like to make people laugh. I don't like to make people sad, and I feel like a lot of the story that I have is sad. But again, it's what made me who I am today, so there's not stuff that I would change about it. Island says, I've learned it's also okay to feel multiple things, to grieve and to laugh, sad and be hopeful. That, my friend, that is something. It's funny, I do go to therapy. I've been in therapy for some time. My therapist always says 2 things can be true at once. She's always reminding me of that. Well, you can, you know, you have these good days and these good moments where you're not sad and everything's, you know, good, but then you have those other days where things are still good but you're sad. So that's something I've been Huge step in growing. Proud of you. Adulthood, 0 stars. Yeah. So, unhung hero. Comedians are some of the saddest people out there. They repress the sadness until they can't. That's essentially where I'm at. Where I like making people laugh. I don't like making people sad, and I don't like the sad parts. And all I know is I never want people to feel this sad. Like, I don't want people to feel this way, so I do what I can to make sure they don't. And I think that's where that comes from. A lot of the comedians, they don't want people to feel that sadness that they have, so they end up just really funny. Side quest. Ooh, I love a good side quest. I like the picture in the background. It makes me... I love that picture, too. That is from Vegas. I have one from the previous year I need to put up, too. But, yeah, I love that picture. There is one... Because, like, I took, like, 7 snaps. And in that one, Jeff's got... my braid as a mustache, but in the picture right before, he's also flipping off the camera, which is really funny. Will you get a tattoo? And I haven't yet. Ooh. Yes, Boosh, I will get on that. But no, I do. So I have a couple tattoos that I need to get. Money. I need to get more money. Money for tattoos. So on my, so this is my traditional sleeve. I need to fill all this in. I need to get this filled in. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna get like a traditional style gnome, because gnomes were my dad's thing. So, I believe my sister and my brother have gnomes for my dad. I just haven't gotten mine yet. So I gotta get a gnome, and then I think probably here I'll either do a portrait of Willow, or I'll do something, because Willow was Mrs. Flux and our first dog. So, we never had, like, we had the cats, but she was our first dog. So, it's... I think I might be one of those people where I had a dog. I don't know that I'll be able to get another one. It's one of those things. I don't think I'll be able to get another dog. People ask, oh, have you got another dog yet? Like, nobody, like, if your dad dies, or if a sister, they never say, oh, you getting a new dad? Oh, when are you getting a new dad? When are you getting a new sister? Your baby died? When are you getting a new baby? Like, that's never a thing, but it's a thing for people. Are always like, when are you getting a new dog? I'm like, I don't know. When are you going to replace your dead fucking relative? That's just me being salty. Sorry. Boosh! No, Boosh. No. But, I always get surprised how it feels so hard to get another dog, but then you do, and they're totally different, and you fall in love again. See, and that's I've told Mrs. Flux, if we get another dog, it's because the dog is going to be brought to us. Like, we find it on the side of the road and it needs a home, or someone's like, here's a dog, I can't take care of it. Like, I'm not going to actively seek out another dog. So if one appears, it's because it was meant to be. That's pretty much, that's a good point. It's not a replacement. It's to help. Yeah. See, and that's the thing too, like, coming home, Jesus fuck, Uncle Buck. I'm so sorry to hear that. Holy fuck. That's fucked up. I don't get that. I don't get where people's brains are. If it's just like an uncomfortable thing, if it's a lack of empathy. Um Willow will bring me my I'm hoping. I'm hoping. What's up, Simon? How's it going? Where'd you go? Ayo, what's up, Simon? How you doing? Well, see, yeah, that, and if you ask my mom, she replaced her spouse in a year. No judgment. No judgment, but I mean, my mom kind of got married to a new dude, like, I mean, and it wasn't, that's another thing, like, a year after my dad died, she was getting remarried, and it's like he was also a widow. It's like he lost his wife, and my mom, and then it was like, y'all are grieving, you shouldn't be getting married. What? If you guys make each other happy and you need the companionship, I guess that's a way to go. But no, so yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting another dog. I need to wait for the dog delivery system. You know how there's like the universal cat delivery system? I need that for a dog. Because I do get home from work, and like I said, I'm hanging out with you guys because my wife's gone. Well, my wife is at work. My dog's gone. You know, it's funny. It's funny because Moxie Dame actually, she's not too far off, like living wise, from where my brother lives. So the next time I go out to, visit my brother, I'm also gonna visit Moxie Dame because they live relatively close, and I'm like, that's so cool. No, you guys aren't a poor substitute. I love you guys. And like I said, I think it's the fact that I used to come home and stream and she would be like right here. She'd always be behind my chair. And she's not anymore. So that makes it hard to stream. Thanks, Boosh. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm weepy, but this is a hard topic for me. And it's the reason I've been gone. I'm trying really hard to, move on and, keep streaming. But, I look back behind me and she's not there anymore. And I think that's one of the hardest parts about streaming is that she's not right underfoot snoring. So yeah. I wanted to kind of explain why the absence and why the kind of sporadicness of my streams. I'm trying to go on anybody who invites me. I've been trying to go on now that my computer's fixed and now that everything's good. With the computer, I'm trying to make sure. I'm so sorry, Camelot. What's up, Cody? How's it going? It's good to see ya. So, yeah. I mean, and y'all know I deal with a lot of, like, anxiety stuff from being out of the service, and I just have a lot of anxieties, and she was my comfort. Anytime I would cry, she would be on top of me if I got scared. If I got scared, she was there, and We were both scared of fireworks together. So this 4th of July was hard because it was the first 4th of July. I didn't have her with me. So, I'm sorry about that, Rosalind. It's not easy. And people, like, your dogs are your family. Like, they live with you. You provide for them. They provide you with a comfort. So, yeah, it's been difficult to keep this going, and I do want to do all my normal stuff again. I want to do my normal flexing around again. I want to have my, Minecraft streams and my gaming streams and my painting, and I love it. It's just been very difficult to sit down and just talk or focus on other things because her absence is very loud. She was a beagle, for God's sake. She was always howling at everything. I mean, we pretty much trained her so that she didn't howl at everything. But good Lord, I mean, if I just went to the bathroom and I closed the door, you would have thought somebody was murdering her. She would just cry. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, bruh, you can hear me. I'm sticking my hands under the door. And then I just opened the door and let her in so that she would, stop dying. But, don't worry about things you can't control. Yeah. Oh, she was 18, Rosalind. Oh, that's a good long life for a dog. That's a really long life for a dog. Willow was only 9. I only had her for 9 years. So, yeah. Sorry, I don't mean for this just to be a sad sob stream. I just wanted to let you guys on the in and kind of show you guys the hard parts and the hard parts of what I've been dealing with. So yeah, that's where I've been. Not to mention all the computer issues and everything else live. Oh, you know what I haven't done since I've been home? Guys, since this is a home and relax stream and we're getting home from the daily grind, we're gonna hit our incense. I don't know, I think I'm allowed to do this. I honestly don't give a fuck one way or the other because it's my channel. And especially when I'm in my field, sometimes you just need to rip the hard bog. Also, that is for the anxiety. Although, I think the federal government needs to prescribe it to veterans well, I don't know. I'm not a fan of federal government. I'm not a fan of... Patrick says, let it come out, it shows you're human. Exactly. And David, yes, we're a community. We're here to help each other. And guys, I can't tell you how many times Mrs. Flux has been... Yes, and the fucking toothache. I don't know if you guys can tell. No, it's this side. This side doesn't look... This side looks swollen. This side, it's on this side. I was a little swollen earlier, but I've kept ice on it all day, so... But yeah, Mrs. Flux has been like, just tell them. Just let them know. And I'm like, but I don't like being sad. And she's like, you're a human being. Like, the reason people hang out with you is because you're a real person. Like, let your real... Oh, hang on one second. Sorry. That was Mrs. Flux. She had a question. Sorry about that. But yeah, Mrs. Flux has been encouraging me to just, like, hey, you'll have one sad stream where you're just kind of sobby, weepy, but you know, it's what's going on, and that's why I haven't been able to just sit in front of my camera and like do a fluxing around, or you know, just hang out and do, like, because I want to get back to the yearly reviews. I love the yearly reviews, guys. Holy fuck, this year, the review that we're gonna do this year, which, I mean, to be fair, if we're gonna start a yearly review, we should have started it like 6 months ago. Which we did try and start the yearly review early, but then life got crazy. But I really do want to do, my eye is twitching. And I don't know why. It's probably because I'm emotional. Because I'm a woman. Island says, we're all having feelings and going through things. You just can't see us. Yeah. And that's, you know, Mrs. Flux is like, everybody goes through stuff. I'm no exception. And that, again, it's just, I think it's how I grew up. It was very much, we don't have bad feelings. We don't have the bad thoughts. Unhung Hero with a $5 super chat. I missed this like 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry, Unhung Hero. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. At least the puppers had a comfortable life thanks to you. Yes, she did. She, you know, I still have her spot on the couch. I can't move it. But she still has her spot on the couch, which her and I used to like nest together. Oh, look, Mrs. Flux is in the chat. What's up? Now I can do the gifty thing. Oh, I can't gift. I already gifted them. Damn it. I thought I had more gifts. I've been trying to give Mrs. Flux a membership for like 6 months. Doesn't work. You'll get one eventually, Mrs. Flux. I did the thing, and I told them all the stuff, and that you've been telling me to tell them the stuff. Island gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Wait for it. Is she gonna get it? There's one more. Mrs. Flux, make sure there's one more. It's like it's holding one for Mrs. Flux. And look how it goes, like, DK Cripple. Give Island a quick thank you. Rosalind Duke, Joseph Willen, Britt Larston? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your last name, but Britt, you guys were all gifted memberships. You know what that means. You are now Mocha Dicks by force. You didn't even get a choice. Go ahead and give Island a big ol' thank you for gifting the memberships. It's holding one. It's holding one hostage. That's weird. But thank you so much for the gifted memberships, Island. Guys, go ahead and make sure you give a big ol' thank you. Yeah, it's a mystery membership. I really want to know where it pops off and who it pops off. Is it like... Mrs. Flux, do you have allow gifted on? She should. Mrs. Flux, go to your settings on YouTube. You just have to make sure to allow gifted member. But I did that when I set her account up. DK Cripple says, I go to take a pee, come back, membership. Nice. Nice. Maybe it was someone. No, but even I can't see who got it. It doesn't even tell me who got it, which is odd. Mrs. Flux, it's in YouTube. If you go to like your YouTube homepage, it's in the settings. I did this for you. Oh, okay. I understand, Mrs. Flux. I understand. It's okay. I set it up for her when she first, I understand why you called now, too. DK Cripple is a mocha dick! Hell yeah. Joseph. Willman? What did I say? Did I say Willen? It's Willman, right? Willman. I have a friend, Willen, so I apologize if it came out Willen. Willman. Is it pronounced Willman? Maybe the final of Far Cry should be... Ooh, that would be funny. Which we do need to do another Far Cry stream. So we've had internet issues. My God, I cannot catch a break. So the internet is working today. So it's been kind of spotty over the weekend, but we also lost power over the weekend for a minute. So maybe that was it. But then yesterday... Oh, good. Willman. Sorry. I do have a friend who's Willen, so that might have just transposed in my brain. Joseph Willman. Thank you. But yeah, so internet. So yesterday from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., zero internet phone, zero internet computer. And can I just tell you, one, it's nice. Two, it's vaguely unnerving because it's like, it made me realize how much I'm connected to the outside world because I'm connected through Twitter. I like to know what's going on all over the place. And yesterday, I did not know anything that was happening anywhere. And one, it was nice because I didn't know what was happening anywhere. But two, I had so much anxiety from having no anxiety. It was the weirdest thing. Let's go, Brandon, with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. Let's go. Nobody gave me a membership to hear or Grindr talk about a day ruiner. At least there's still tomorrow, sometime at least. Thank you so much. You know, I don't know what you have. Like, I always just turn on the thing and people say, like, the more Island says you missed the OF conversation. I wonder if you can gift OF memberships. That'd be weird. And oh my God, Swan Lake Lady, thank you so much, gifting one membership, and it went to Let's Go Brandon. Let's go. You are now a mocha dick by force. You didn't even get a choice. Make sure you give Swan Lake Lady a big ol' thank you for gifting the membership. That's hilarious. I can't believe it actually went to Let's Go. That's really cool. There you go, Let's Go, Brandon. That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen it where a person's like, it doesn't give me a membership, and then somebody gives one, and it's like right to that person. Carolina Frog, mocha dick by force. Yes, that's what happens when you're gifted a membership. You didn't get a choice. You were just now forced into the mocha dick ship. And congratulations. Because historically, Mocha Dick. He was fierce and he was mighty, but he was docile until you fucked with him and then he said, fuck you. So that's what we're all about. We're docile and we're cool until you fuck with us and then we're like, no. Who will succeed in giving Mrs. Flux the membership? Seriously. Wait a second. This sounds like Joe's Cult. Joe's Cult. What's Joe's Cult? I don't know what Joe's Cult is. Island gifted another 5 memberships. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Island. We still don't know who that 5th membership went to, but let's see over here. We got LV Cowboy, Poda Bear, Mexican Vader, Toylock Carissa, and Sandra E. Guys, make sure you guys give Island a big ol' thank you for the gifted membership, because you know what that means. You are now a Mocha Dick by force. You did not even get a choice. I mean, I guess you kind of have a choice because you showed up here. Kind of. But that's besides the point. Oh, good logic. He runs a YouTube cult. Yes. Okay. I did not. I've met Joe, I think, a couple of times. But I don't watch a lot of his streams because his are late. But he seems like, yeah. Oh. Is that anything like the Cult of Lawfordite? Because Danny on Direct also has a cult. There's a lot of YouTubers with cults. Danny on's got a cult because the Cult of Lawfordite. I know that cult. Oh, see, Joe has not a cult type of... Man, what is it with... So now, Uncle Buck, I meant to click on that one right after. But, so Danny on's cult is also not that kind of cult. There's a lot of non-cult cults. I kind of love it. And then Uncle Buck with a 6-month member chat. Thank you so much for being a Mocha Dick for 6 months. I was Mocha Dicked, but... I love that, Mocha Dicked. You were Mocha Dicked. That is awesome. Thank you so much for being Mocha Dicked for 6 months. And Torrin3 with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Virtual hugs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've definitely needed all the hugs. And it's really funny because, like, one of the, oh my goodness, and Torrin dropping the membership. Thank you so much for dropping the one Mocha Dick ship. Let's see, who got Mocha Dicked? To steal what Uncle Buck says, who got Mocha Dicked? John H. 2004. Congrats, John. You didn't even get a choice. You are now a Mocha. You got Mocha Dicked by Torrin. Oh my God, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it? That's gonna be a thing. So Let's Go was Mocha Dicked by Swan Lake Lady, and Island Mocha Dicked just a bunch of people, and then Torrin Mocha Dicked John. I love this so much. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna get so much more inappropriate. And like, a Mocha Dick is a real thing. It was a giant white sperm whale. But I love it. I kind of love it. John H., you are now the newest Mocha Dick. Go ahead and thank Torrin for your newest Mocha Dick ship. Welcome to being a Mocha Dick. And B.S. Simon with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I can't speak. I'm getting ahead of myself. I sent you pets. Receive, keep, and pass along. Oh, I like getting the pets. Thank you so much. And then Island with a 7-month member chat. Thank you so much for being a Mocha Dick for 7 months. This might be the only way I... Well, Island, I mean, you've already dicked down 10 people this stream. Oh. I'm gonna be Island dig down 10 people this stream. Thank you so much, Island, and thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. I don't know. He just was a white sperm whale. I don't know what color they normally are, just like in the book. Hold on, let me pull up what the book says. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, let me pull up this picture, because this is a replica. Let me throw this over here. Alright. This is what an actual Mocha Dick is. Or, this is what... Because Moby Dick was the story made after... Where is my StreamYard? I lost my StreamYard. There it is. Alright. So I'm going to throw this over here, and I'm going to put... I am having issues. Alright, so we're just going to show... That is a replica of Mocha Dick. So when you guys hear Mocha Dick, this is what I want you guys to see in your brains. A giant-ass white sperm whale. So yeah, welcome. We like I said before, powerful, fierce, mostly docile until you get fucked with, and then you become an ass. That's what we are. We're mostly docile until you fuck with us, and then we become assholes. But that's your fault. All right. Let's get that off the screen. Yeah, because that's, yep, so that's who we modeled our memberships off of. Because we are fierce and powerful, and we will be docile until you mess with us. In which case, then you will see our power and our fury and our might. Yeah. Was also called, yes, the white whale of the Pacific. Yeah, sperm whale. Yeah. Yeah. It was a giant, stories, he would swim alongside boats, just, chilling with them, just relaxing until they tried to harpoon him, and he was like, nah, fuck you, and he would take down their boat. I feel like that's us. Torrent says, my little bit of good news today is I finally ooh, nice! Which I still have forgotten to call the doctor for ADHD. I was supposed to call the ADHD doctor, 2 weeks ago? And then I called, and they didn't answer, and I think that's on them. Because then they called me back, and I didn't answer. And then from this point on, I keep forgetting. So I think it's their fault. Largest aquatic tooth predator on the planet, AP says. Sperm whales. Nice. See, so our channel's mascot is a really good mascot. It's not the typical mascot or a well-known mascot, but Flux, call your doctor. No, see, I'm not even on meds yet. I haven't even been diagnosed technically. That's my problem, is I haven't even been technically diagnosed yet. But I keep forgetting to call the psychiatrist, or whoever I'm supposed to call. I will at some point, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so this is kind of the start of me trying to kind of get back into it a little bit more. Kind of have more of the chilling streams, more of the looking through history streams, Joseph asks, when are you going to teach Megan Fox to drive a truck the Army way? I mean, technically, if it's the Army way, by hitting everything, she already did. Oh man, no, I did the trucking stream with her, I think it was last week. And I just sweat a whole bunch. But I think we're gonna do it again. She just needs to turn a little wider. She's got it. She's just gotta turn a little wider. What's up, Dion in the house? How's it going? But I think we need to know more about the Peggies. Yes, I could. So here's the thing. I could start without Mrs. Flux, but I feel bad playing without Mrs. Flux. It's fun with Mrs. Flux. But, I did. So here's the shitty part. I was watching Megan and Jeff on their trucker stream, and that's when I, like, literally right after Jeff was, like, harassing Megan into doing another run, that's when I lost my internet service. So literally Jeff had successfully harassed Megan into doing another truckload, and then I lost my internet service, and I don't know how it is gonna, like, I didn't see the ending of it. So now I know after this, when I'm preparing my dinner, and by preparing my dinner I mean pulling the Uncrustables out of the freezer and waiting for them to unfreeze, I'm gonna finish watching that stream. Oh, I don't know. I might do something else for dinner. I don't know. Oh my god! I just realized that! Oh, Mocha-Dick and Peggies. Yeah, Peggies. For those of you who don't know or who have not frequented my Far Cry stream, in Far Cry, the cult members are called Peggies because Project at Eden's Gate. So that's the name of the cult, is Project at Eden's Gate, PEG, so they call them Peggies. So yeah. Oh my god, and I keep calling them... Oh... I gotta stop doing that. See, yeah, David, thank you for pointing. I did that too on Megan's stream because, okay, I am currently in the trucking industry. Like, I don't drive the trucks anymore, but I work for a trucking company, so I'm dealing with drivers and loads. We call them loads. We call them loads. I don't know, we don't call them, we call them loads. He dropped off that load, and then he's going to drop off another load, and I have to work with load numbers. I have to work with load numbers. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. We brought load into the gutter. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Swan Lake lady. Okay, so Mrs. Flux did catch about 5 minutes of the stream with Jeff and Megan, and Mrs. Flux, I think, did have a heart attack or a stroke. I think she had a stroke. Shipments. Okay, but we don't even refer to them as shipments that often. Like, yeah, we do say shipments, but we use the word load more. What about my other drivers out there? Fundian. If Fundian ever circles back to this. Dry load. No, see, we haul cold load. I can't even speak. Cold loads. We haul frozen shit. Flux working with loads, making sure they are dropping where they should be. Yeah. Yeah. Outpost nerd. Load. Giggity. That's where all of us are. Yeah, or T-Rex trucking. Because for me, again, we've always used the term load. It's not my fault. Uh, no. Smash that like button. I only get like, I don't do loads anymore. How many times are we going to say load? Load. I'm going to turn that into a soundbite, and just anytime anything happens, I'm just load. It became dirty because of the real term, not the other way around. Yeah. Yeah, because people wanted to take the term, and I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense why people turned that term into that term. Apple Silver says, so happy you streamed today. Thank you, me too. And I really do enjoy this. And it's like, I have to remember, like, how fun it is. Because again, it's not that I forget how fun, it's just I get overwhelmed with the sad emotions. And it's like, then the sad emotions are overwhelming. It's like, no, I want to be overwhelmed with chat, because chat is so helpful and funny. And it makes me say load a bunch of times. Well, no, see, route is different from a load. Because, like, sometimes you have to take different routes to deliver the loads. Because sometimes your main route is blocked. And so you have to take a detour to deliver the load. Everything I say is dirty. Yeah. Talking with people who do dog shows is interesting. All the best bitches. Oh, Flux unloads on chat. Yup. I unloaded my emotional load on you guys. Yeah, I unloaded my emotional load on you guys today. Thank you for letting me unload my load on you guys today. Jason, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your last name, but names are hard for me, and like pronouncing things. It's because of my ADHD and my dyslexia. Like, I want to say things exactly how it's spelled, and if the word doesn't make sense in my brain, I have a hard time saying it. Lizotte? Lizotte? Is that how you would say it? Lizotte? I think that's how you say it, and that's how I want to say it. Jason Lizotte. Please correct me if I am wrong. Thank you so much. You need blah, blah, blah. Let me speak properly. You need to do another haunted stream with Jeff soon. Yes, we need to do another unexplained, because I'm pretty sure yay, I said it right. Lizotte? Yeah, I think I said it right. Lizotte, the second way. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, no, so I think it's scheduled for Danny's channel. So I know we wanted to talk about sleep and dreams and like sleep paralysis stuff, because that's something all three of us, like, I know Danny can lucid dream. I can mostly lucid dream. I do have a little problem with control. Most of the time it's because at some point in my dream, my brain's like, stop trying to fly. You can't fly. And I'm like, bitch, it's a dream. I can fly if I want to. And it's like physics. And as soon as my brain realizes that I'm flying in my dream, no matter how much I try and control and convince myself that I am in a dream and I can fly, my brain's like, nah, you can't. So I still have to work on flight as far as like controlling and being able to lucid dream, and be aware of my dreams and my dreams. Yeah, Gravity, AP. Even in my dreams, AP. Even in my dreams, my brain does not let me forget gravity. No matter how hard I tried to say screw gravity. No matter how many times I try to say screw gravity, gravity always wins, and it's stupid. Oh, that's right. Danny's on her way back to Korea. Oh, I hope. Have a safe flight, Danny, wherever you are. Ugh. That's such a horrendous flight. But to be fair, I had to fly the Army way, so it's probably a lot worse than commercial. Or like civilian. Probably traveling civilian is a lot better. Your brain cares even if you don't. You know what, AP? It's not fun. Because gravity is stupid. Yeah, same. John H. 2004 says I can breathe under, and it's the worst. It's the coolest thing because that I can do every time. Where like I'm underwater, and like I hold my breath and wait for my brain to realize that I'm underwater, and I'm like, no, I'm in a dream. I can breathe underwater, and then I can still breathe underwater, and it's just like, and it's the same with like fire doesn't burn me in my dreams. Stuff like that I can control, but the flight and gravity, it pisses me off every time because I'm like, I can fly, this is a dream. But the best I can do is like super big jumps, like kind of like you can't fly but you can jump like 70 feet type of thing. Apple Silver, I'm not reading that out loud, but technically yes. The flight is crazy going to Team Spirit. What flight is crazy? So, okay, I did fly Spirit. There is no Spirit. I did fly Spirit when I went out to Vegas this year, and it wasn't bad. I'm not going to say it was worse than Delta. They just make you pay for shit. Honestly, Spirit was no better or worse than any other airline I've ever been on. Uncle Buck says, so you dream Minecraft levels of... No, I actually don't dream. I dream realism. I don't dream... There was one time I had a cartoon in my dream, and that was weird. I think it was... I don't know if it was like I had just watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks or something. Ugh. In Korea military exercise. Wait, what? The flight... Oh. See, I never... Because I was in field artillery units, I was always ground. And I was a fueler, so, like... I never had to, like, do any flight training or anything. Which I'm not, I'm not sad about. I'm not sad. Boosh says, I've had cartoons in my dreams before. I just play... Boosh! Have you guys seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks? 10 out of 10 recommend. I was debating... You know what? I'll finish watching Jeff's stream with Megan and MG. And then I'm going to watch Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Because that movie makes me so happy. That movie makes me happy. That movie, it's like... I used to watch it at my grandparents' house every chance that I could get. That movie is like 10 out of 10, always makes me happy. Cheers me up every time. Just Angela Lansbury and what's his name? I love the songs. I love the whole concept when I was a kid of cartoons mixed with people, because they still don't do that now. You don't get cartoon. I mean, the last time they did that, I'm trying to think when the last time you got cartoons. And I mean, Family Guy has made fun, like Family Guy has done it a couple times. But like I love so much the style of real life with cartoons brought into it. It's the best thing in the whole world. That when so here on this sleeve right here, this is my Peter Pan quote. It says, you guys can't it says, "To die would be an awfully big adventure." That's a quote from Peter Pan. When I joined the service, and even still, my whole thing is like, I'm that kind of person where I'm like, yeah, I'll join the service and shoot for people who can't. Like, I will be the one. I don't have a problem with dying because of my beliefs. Now, do I want to die? No. However, because of my beliefs, when I die, I believe that there is paradise waiting. So it's like, cool, when you die, you just have a bigger, better adventure waiting for you. So that was my thought process joining the service, was if I go to combat and die, like, for me, it's just my brain's way of viewing things, because heaven's after, so it's like, okay, literal heaven, what's to be afraid of? Like, I don't know. So the quote from Peter Pan, "To die would be an awfully big adventure." I'm gonna move that somewhere else. I'll probably get it like on my leg, maybe, but this whole like from here down is gonna be the LA city skyline, like realism, LA city skyline, and then it's gonna be cartoon Supergirl fighting cartoon Reptar. So it's gonna have a realism backdrop, but it's gonna be the cartoons, like Reptar's gonna be attacking the city with like cartoon flames, and then Supergirl is gonna be like laser eyeing him in cartoon. It's gonna be dope. But that's okay. But that is the Flux origin story. Like, there would be no Flux if LA wasn't a thing. Because well, I mean, technically I grew up in Orange County, but the OC doesn't have a skyline. Not like LA. And every time you can see the LA city skyline from like everywhere. But I kind of love that. Maybe at some point, if I ever got up to like, I don't know, 10,000 isn't even a lot. I probably shouldn't say that. Bro, that was my backyard. For those of you who don't know, Knott's Berry Farm was my backyard. In the sense that how Sarah Boone would say, it's cattywampus to where my house was. Like, where my house was, it was cattywampus on the other corner. So, literally, an amusement park in my backyard, that's how I learned all my curse words. It's how I learned every curse word in the book, because for those of you who know Knott's Berry Farm, there's Supreme Scream, which that is in the corner of the park where by the residential people. So, we just be out in our backyard, like playing, swimming in the pool or whatever. And then just from the very top of the ride, you just hear one dude go, "Oh, fuck!" And then you're like, "Oh, fuck." And then your parents are like, "Don't you repeat that word." And you're like, "That's a bad word." Yep. But Knott's Berry, my parents our whole neighborhood was pissed when they put in Accelerator. So again, for those of you who don't know, Knott's Berry Farm is an amusement park, roller coasters and the like and all that. So literally where Accelerator is, they come flying over the top and it screams directly in our direction. when they put in the roller coaster, the meeting they had with the board and like the residents, the ride was initially supposed to be flipped, so the screaming would be going away from the residents and like into the park. Well, they flipped it entirely so that all the screams went directly down into the neighborhoods right there. AP says catty corner, cattywampus is like out of, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we all know that it's catty. See, I always thought it was kitty corner, like Kitty, like kitty. But catty corner, kitty corner, we all know this. But Sarah Boone says it's cattywampus. So I use cattywampus now because it's just funnier. But then again, like, it is kind of an obscure reference. Yeah. Oh yeah, the entire neighborhood was pissed. So actually, are you saying this because you know that they own them? So Cedar Point owns Knott's Berry Farm now. I think Cedar Point bought Knott's Berry Farm like more than 20 years ago. But Cedar Point actually does own Knott's Berry Farm. Kitty, catty, tomato, tomato. But we all know it's not cattywampus. But it is now. Alright, guys. Ooh, I forgot to put it back on, like, the big one, but whatever. Nobles Grove in Pennsylvania is the best. I thought, no, so why does everybody what is King's Dominion? Isn't that the best? Isn't there a Six Flags or something? I don't know. There's another amusement park that we're supposed to go to. But we just haven't because people suck. Oh, it's in Virginia. Oh, King's Dominion's in Virginia. Oh. King's Dominion is a wannabe Six Flags. I mean, we all know that the best and biggest Six Flags is in California. So California has the number one Six Flags, the first Disneyland. Like, California. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Hershey's Park. That's what I'm supposed to go to. But, yeah, no, I don't have my Knott's hat. But I wear it the black hat that I have. It's got a black K on the front for Knott's. And, yeah, every time I go back to California, I go to Knott's Berry Farm. Because, I mean, literally, that was, like, where we'd spend, like, half of our childhood. Because it was, like, we got, like, really good discounts on tickets. Because, I mean, it was our backyard. And people, like especially during Halloween Haunt, people would come and try and park in our neighborhoods. And, like, we would have full-on, like, bonfires in our front yard. Like, so how I lived on a cul-de-sac, and where our house was, we were like, our cul-de-sac think of a boot, just whoop, kind of a boot. We were in the heel of the boot, and so our driveway just faced straight out the street to the main street. And so we would put 2 cones out. And then, like, all of the neighbors, there was, I think, 14 houses. I don't remember. But all of the neighborhoods, we would do, like, a dessert potluck where we'd have a giant bonfire, all have dessert, and, like, all of the kids, we could all play in the street into the night because all of the parents were sitting around the bonfire. And anybody who tried to turn down our street to park, like, the dads would kind of stand up. And if they proceeded forward, then the dads would walk forward. If they just backed up and went the other way, the dads would sit down, and we'd all... It was... Man, those were the good days. Those were the times when being a kid was fun because you didn't have to worry about the adult shit. A boot. Sometimes it comes out that way. It's because my mom's Canadian. I just blame that on... I mean... not that I don't even think she lived in Canada, but she was definitely born in Canada. So I just say it that because sometimes the A comes, what you doing, eh? That comes out sometimes, and then the boot comes out sometimes. Don't know what it is. Hey, I'm what? Oh, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying I have the Canadian tendencies because my mom's Canadian. I think it's like just passed down in the blood a little bit. Cause like I said, I get the what you doing, eh? Or sorry. I say sorry. I don't know why I say sorry, but sometimes I catch myself saying, "Oh, sorry," and everyone's like, What? I don't know. I honestly don't know why shit comes out of. I don't know. I don't know. You love my Canadian side. Me too. Which we're still. So here's the thing, Apple Silver. This has been a debate, and when I asked Ian Runkle about it, it still got debated and it never got like squashed. Am I Canadian because my mom is Canadian? Like, can I say I have because my mom was born in Canada. I'm pretty sure she has dual citizenship. I don't think that makes me Canadian, but Mrs. Flux says it makes me Canadian. I don't know if it may. And so on one of Jeff's Fuck It Fridays, I had asked Runkle. I was like, does it make me Canadian? And then it started a legal debate on citizenship and whether or not. And I didn't get my answer. It just started a legal debate. And I'm like, damn it. See, no, I wasn't born there. And that's what I'm saying, because I wasn't born there. Because being Canadian isn't like it is a heritage that you pass down, but it's not like a I have human DNA and Canadian. Uncle Buck. I just see, for me, I don't think it makes me Canadian because I wasn't born there. I think being Canadian is a nationality, right? It's a nationality. It's not racial, like race. Versus like me being Polish. I'm Polish because I could apply for dual. I don't know. I just think it's weird. I think it's weird because I don't think you pass down Canadianness like that, right? Like, you don't pass down being Canadian to your kids. I do qualify for Canadian Wow, I could be Canadian if I wanted to. Good to know. Canadians have long planned their conquest of the U.S. No! We have to help the Canadian brethren. We all need to be free together. Operation Maple Tsunami. So here's the best thing, guys. This is the best thing. When I was deployed to Europe, when we were deployed to Europe, when I was in Warsaw, I've talked about this before, how we marched with like a bunch of NATO soldiers, and actually, hold on, where is it? That's where's my picture? Did it go away? Oh, this one, hold on. This picture. We marched with like a bunch of others. It wasn't their independent, it was some national holiday for Poland. I can't recall what it is. So on this day, no, those are actually my old Superman glasses. So I used to just wear like Clark Kent glasses all the time. I kind of miss them. I think I might go back. This is the first time I've had not like thick black frames. I always pulled them off really well, I thought. Um, but I met some Canadian soldiers, and while we were all at the barracks, ooh, it's a circle. Ooh, I kind of like this circle. I kind of like the circle. Okay. Um, I met there were obviously Canadian soldiers there. And one, I have to find the picture, but a Canadian photo bombed me, and it was the best thing in the entire world. Um, I was like just taking a picture on the bus, and there was a Canadian soldier in the bus next to us. I don't know if he saw me taking a picture or if he just happened to walk out, but the door on the bus was open and he comes hanging out of the bus door and he's just like, so I have a picture photobombed by a Canadian soldier in Poland, and it's like the coolest thing. Um BCG glasses. I think I still have my BCH glasses. BCG. Yeah. Birth control glasses. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have them somewhere because I may or may not be a hoarder. That's yet to be determined. I don't like throwing things away. I think everything has a use. Mrs. Flux has been helping me to get rid of things. And it also helps that I have ADHD and forget that I have a lot of shit, and she ends up throwing some of it away, and I forget that it was even there. She just has to throw it away when I'm not looking, and it's fine. Um, but if she didn't throw away my BCGs, I still have my BCGs. Oh, thank you. Yes, I have the type, I think because my face is smaller and more round, I can pull off the bigger chunky glasses. See, yeah, here's the thing. I should have I'm trying. I'm trying to be an adult. But it's like you have to schedule all the appointments and you have to find all the doctors and yes, I actually need new glasses. Like need new glasses to the point where last week I was driving home and I'm like, "Are my glasses?" I'm like, "Oh no, I just can't see. My glasses are fine. I just can't see." I think I've said it to my best friend like 6 times. Like, I really need to go get new glasses. Yeah. What's up? Yo, this Say in the house, my dude. I'm sorry if I started yelling. It has been a minute, my dude. My dude. It's been a minute. It's good to see you. This is a IRL friend. This is an IRL friend, and I miss him very much because it's been many years. What, like 4 years now? 5 years? It's been a minute. Hi, Freya. Come pick me up. Oh my god. Oh, we still need to do. Bro. I made my voice go. Bro, my GPU shit the bed. My GPU just straight up said, fuck you. And I just recently, what was it, like, I think 2 weeks ago, got a brand new GPU. It was crazy. No. Yes. No. I mean, no. You are real, but I mean, like, we would hang out in real life. Like, we lived very close to each other. I knew him not. I knew him way before the YouTube stuff. You have an extra if needed. No, we got it replaced, I think, 2 weeks ago, because for a while it was okay, but I couldn't play any video games, like, more than Roller Coaster Tycoon. And then it just shit the bed altogether. Real, not internet real. Yes, that's what I mean, like, physical, real life, in person. Like, he knows me by my government name. Yeah, he knows me by my government name. Dion says, my classmates and I did a Photoshop last night. I can so see you, Megan, Tug, and others doing all of you dress up. Bro, that would be so fun. That would low-key be a really cool, like, project. Where we all dress up like a certain type of way and get various points throughout the world. That would be cool. My real name is Borax. Flux and Mrs. Flux are great people. Much love here. Oh, we love you too, bro. We love you too, man. It's been too long. I want to go back up there and, like, just see people. But Mrs. Flux is like, fuck that place. We're never going back. I mean, I get it. Because, like, mass kind of sucks. But, yeah, we need to at least get online sometime. And especially now that my PC's fixed. Although hers, so guys, it was my PC for her. It's her motherboard. She's got something on her motherboard. It's like, it is a terrible place. She said it was like a spring on her motherboard where it's good now, but at some point her motherboard is going to shit the bed. Oh, she's here. She's here. Speak of the devil and she shall appear. It's a module on the motherboard. So that we're having to keep an eye on because, I mean, it's because at first we thought it was the CPU. Well, first we thought it was the GPU. Then we thought it was the CPU because anytime we play Far Cry, it's like, hello, I'm making this noise. And it's just like, your mother is boarded. But that's something we have to keep an eye on. It's... Mrs. Flux, I don't know if you're able to be in chat, but Yo the Saint is in chat, and he says, hi! So make sure to say hi. And motherboard issues are annoying, and he's sorry. Mrs. Flux is at work. I don't know if she's just listening or if she's in the chat. But Mrs. Flux, if you are, Yo the Saint's here. But yeah, so... we have to keep an eye on her motherboard. So technology is fun. Technology is very interesting. It's a good time. Holy cow, it's been an hour and a half. Oh my god. You guys, thank you for hanging out with me for an hour and a half while I, like, have been talking about my loads. Just loading and unloading all the loads onto you guys. Thank you for letting me dump my load on you guys tonight. I appreciate it. Getting mocha-dicked and loaded down. Guys, we are so inappropriate. Newcomers, if anybody's new here, hey, we have fun. We're inappropriate sometimes, like 92% of the time. Boo says we got loaded. Oh, and Yo the Saint says, thank you for unloading on me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Uncle Buck's wearing earbuds, so my load went right into his ear. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And Dion says, as long as you didn't get the load in my ear. Yeah. Well, Uncle Buck, yeah, he got in his ear tonight. Guys, I'm going to go make myself dinner. I have to call Mrs. Flux back because she had a question. And yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And this is going to be the first step into trying to get back to it more. But probably not this Thursday. So I think I'm going to move Fluxing around. Thursdays are a little crunchy. And this Thursday, I have a dentist appointment to fix finally, I think they're gonna fix it. I hope. What's for supper? So it was gonna be frozen PB&J, but that's what I have to call Mrs. Flux about because she might be swinging home for dinner. I don't know. So I'm gonna call her and see if she is swinging home for dinner, because if she is, then I'm gonna have to like make, what's a good fast, like, quick spaghetti. Ooh, I could make spaghetti. If she is coming home, then I can whip up some spaghetti real fast. And ooh, chicken fajitas. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Ooh, biscuits and gravy. Ooh, well, that sounds good too. If she comes home see, I have a hard time cooking for myself. If it's just me, I'm like, screw it, I'll just grab my, like, a sandwich. But if Mrs. Flux is home, or if she's coming home, I'm like, oh, let me make her yeah, it's pronounced skitty. We're gonna have some skitty. Skitty and some garlic bread and all the good stuff. It's gonna be nice. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out and sticking. Thank you so much for sticking around. For sticking around with me, for sticking around for me. You guys are something. I love you guys. I wouldn't give you guys up for anything. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Okay, let me see if anybody is streaming right now. Oh, Nick's streaming. Val's streaming. Ooh, Val stream. I don't think we've ever rated Valhalla, and it's been a minute since I've seen Val. I miss my girl. I haven't seen her in a minute. So I'm actually gonna send everybody over to Val's stream. Make sure you give Val a big ol' mocha dick hello and tell him that and Moxie Dame just appeared. What's up, Moxie Dame? How's it going? I'm actually sending you guys over to Val now. Yeah, late and lesbian. Oh, man. Oh, guys, speaking of which, this Friday, Moxie Dame and I, we're doing our next, thing. Twilight Zone. We're doing our next Twilight Zone second looks. I had it, and then my brain was like, you're not going to remember anything. We're doing the Twilight Zone this Friday. 7 p.m. EST. I don't know. 7 p.m. EST. Oh, what's up, 1,000 men in chat? What's up, Casey? How's it going? So yes, right? 7. Fancy meeting you here. 6:30 EST. Okay, so 6:30 EST. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's 3:30 on California, like Pacific time. Sounds about right. Or is it? I don't know. The time change. No, we're about to fall back. So is it 2 hours right now? I have no. Oh yeah, no, 3 hours. We're good. I'm good. So yes, 3:30 Pacific time, 6:30 Eastern Standard. We're going to be doing, are we doing the Halloween episode? Because I kind of want to dress up. I just want to dress up. And Halloween's on a Thursday, so I don't know if we're doing any parties this year. So I feel like I should definitely dress up. And we should do a Halloween party or something. Maybe we should do a Halloween party, like, online. That'd be fun. Where everybody dresses up on. I think we did that last year on the Experts channel. I think there were a lot of Halloween parties. I'm all messed up. I need to go eat something. Yeah, I love dressing up. All right, guys. So I'm sending you over to Val. Make sure you tell her, my girl, because Val will always be my girl. Tell him I say hello. Stand by for Friday. I might do a stream tomorrow. Not quite sure. Not gonna do one Thursday because of the dentist faux shizzy. And Friday we will be at Moxie Dames. And then Saturday we'll probably do Minecraft in the morning. Saturday evening will be Far Cry. It's just gonna be a whole thing. The best thing for you guys to do is subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications, because I'm so kind of like sporadic with my stream schedule. The notifications is really the best way to know when things is happening, because I don't even announce it on Twitter. Like tonight, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna stream, and just launched a stream. It's one of those things where I have to be like, I gotta do it now. Otherwise, I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it in a minute. Want to make sure I get all those. Guys, have an excellent night. Be excellent to each other, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Oh, there was something else. I don't remember. I just forgot it again. There was something else, but I forgot it. So I'll put some out on Twitter if there's something else. Guys, have an excellent night. Be excellent to each other. I'll see you later. Bye.